detail. So there are going to be different types of market structure. Competition is one of them. We have oligopoly, we have perfect competition, we have monopolistic competition, we have simple monopoly as well. So since we are talking about the competitive market, so just giving you a small, taste of, early taste of competition, because we will be learning this after, I think, 2 or 3 chapters. So I think we will be talking about this after mid. So don't worry about that. If you right now you don't understand this one, just try to get the taste that we will be spending whole day, whole lecture on understanding competition. So just characteristics are product are the same, like wheat market. Every wheat is the same. In Australian market, the farmers are there to sell their wheats. Every wheat is the same, right? Numerous buyers and sellers, so that each has no influence over the price. Buyers and sellers are called price takers. Whatever the price of the market, 10 Australian dollar per 5 kg raw wheat. And if you want to buy it, buy it. Otherwise, go to the next. Don't waste my time. Go to the next shop. Simple. Monopoly, on the other hand, only one seller and there are many buyers. In that case, if I am only the one supplier of the product, then it's on me. I will decide the price which suits best for me, my profit, right? So one seller controls the price, like cable operator in your town, water supply in your area, right? Not for drinking water, because we have a lot of competition is drinking water, Nestle, Eva, different, mountain waters, different kind of stuff. In China, we have Nongfu and other stuff. But the water supply company, the water that you use for washing the dishes, taking bath, this kind of stuff. And the electric supply company, railway company, right? So this is called the monopoly. So rest are the categories that fall in between monopoly and perfect competition. These are oligopoly and monopolistic competition. We'll talk about each in separate lectures. So just building the momentum here. Okay, we will be talking about this. Okay, back to square one. We started our chapter, the market force of demand and supply. We talk about how demand is going to be determined in competitive market. We talk about the market, and then we talk about the competition, and now we talk about what do we mean by the word demand, right? Here we go. Quantity demanded is the amount of a good that the buyers are willing and able to purchase. So many students, they make a big mistake here. When you start a business, how you find out that how many units my customers want, how much units I have to produce. So, for example, the Rolls-Royce company, how they know that how many units they need to manufacture, or what are their demands? So you want Rolls-Royce? I want Rolls-Royce. Yes, I want it. But am I able to purchase? Most people, they make blunders either A or either in B. Right? If I don't have the money, then I don't create demand. Maybe I show my willingness. You want to buy a Bugatti? Or you want to buy a Bugatti? Lamborghini? Yeah, I want that. But I'm able to purchase it? No. What about Bill Gates? He can afford it. He creates demand. He's able to, yes, but he shows his willingness. You want to buy it or not? No, you don't want to buy it because you already have it. The other, Mercedes and all those stuff. You don't want to buy Bugatti. That is also not demand. So remember, two things create demand: ability and willingness. Everybody understand that? Rodrigo, Marco, Om, Lancelot.
Yes.
Good. Havarun.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So we have the example here. If the price of an ice cream is $20, you would buy less and might buy frozen yogurt. Right? You switch your consumption from ice cream to frozen yogurt because it's too expensive. $20, one cup of ice cream. So if the price falls to $1, then you want to buy ice cream, more ice cream. Maybe previously you want to just buy maybe $8, you want to buy one, but one, how much you can eat? You said, okay, at empty stomach, I can eat 5 ice creams. So if you're under your budget, you will order 5 ice creams, right? So did you see any relationship here? So if the price increase, quantity demanded decrease. We call this negatively related. So there is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded of that product. You want to buy more if price is low. You want to buy less if the price is high. So here we create the law of demand. So law of demand states that, first of all, other things equal, which is very important. Other things equal, the quantity demanded of a good falls when the price of the good rises. Simply, if price is high, quantity demanded is low. But other things equal. Or in Greek, we call this ceteris paribus. So you can just remember that other things equal, right? What are those other things? We talked about in economics, we assume that people are rational. If there is irrational behavior, for example, whatever is the price of iPhone, I want to buy the iPhone. Right? Even the price is high, its quantity demanded is still high. People want to buy this. That is what we talk about, the other things constant. Rationality is constant. You are brand loyal. Branding and loyalty is not explained by rational people, right? Taste or necessity, you can say that. Whatever is the price of bread, quantity demanded still be high. Infant milk formula or life-saving drugs, cancer medicines. You have a cancer, no matter how much is the price, you still want to buy that to save your life. That's why here other things equal. In perfect conditions or in rationality wise, when people are rational, we assume that if the price of the quantity is high, the quantity demanded for that product is low. Other things constant. So this is very important. If you forget to write down this one, it means you defined the law of demand incorrectly. Understand? Any question? Nicholas?
No question.
Om? Nana, Lancelot? Marco?
No questions.
All clear.
All clear.
Great, okay, let's move forward. So what is demand schedule? The demand curve and the relationship between price and the quantity demanded. So if we show the demand in some kind of a table, we call this demand schedule. Simple. A tabular form that shows the price and the quantity demanded, we call this demand schedule. The demand schedule is a table that shows the relationship between price of the good and the quantity demanded. So we are referring to your book example here, the reading material I would be providing or uploading after this class. Here we go. So this is a table which shows the price of the ice cream, the quantity of the cones demanded. Even though if it is not written, only written here quantity and only written here the price. Can you determine whether this is the demand or not? What is the law of demand? Other things equal. If the price increases, quantity. If the price increases, quantity. So you see the relationship here. If price increases 0, 0.5, 1, 1.52, 2.53, the quantity demanded is decreasing. 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Right? So if you see this kind of behavior, it's automatically, means that we are here talking about this is the demand schedule. Right? Because when price increases from 0 to 3, quantity demanded decrease from 12 to 0. This is demand schedule. So if we plot this in a graph, we call this demand curve. So it's a graphical representation of price of the good and the quantity demanded. Simple. So let's draw this. I hope you know how to make a graph. So my previous classes, none of them, I have taught like 4 classes of this micro online. So nobody, no class fully ever understand how to make a graph. So I especially added a class activity here as well, how to draw a graph. So first of all, let me just show you one thing here. So a graph is 2-dimensional graph. The horizontal line is called x-axis. The vertical line is called y-axis, right? So the rule is that you need to divide y-axis equally and x-axis equally, right? So if you decide that one difference is 1, it means here 1, then next gonna be 2, next gonna be 3. So the difference between each axis, x-axis would be 1. And if we wanna divide y-axis to, for example, 0.5, the difference between each y-axis to 0.5. So difference gonna be 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So that doesn't mean that the difference between these planes must